We continue tonight with a story of hope. Two women who overcame addiction to opioids and other drugs are thriving in recovery. News Channel 6's Ashley Osborne sat down with them today and joins us in the studio. Ashley, these women are determined to live drug-free lives, and they're helping others get their lives back on track.
Brad, you constantly see in the news about the opioid crisis, most of it negative, the overdoses, the deaths. Today we bring you a story of hope, and it's not to diminish the gravity of the topic, because it is grave. The CDC estimates 115 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose. We talked to two local women determined to escape that statistic. Jessica Hunt runs Grace House of Augusta, a sober living center where 8 women in recovery do life together.
I can equate it to what a soldier must feel like in battle, you know, going through the absolute trenches with somebody else.
Jessica went through a treatment program herself about 3 years ago.
When it really turned on for me that I had a purpose in life, and it was no longer to just get high.
And after a year, she knew her path was to help other women find their purpose.
You know, it was so much a thing of divine, power for me.
At Grace House of Augusta, she's in charge of the shopping, bills, transportation, and collecting donations. Right now, she's in the process of registering as a nonprofit.
She's like Superwoman. I mean, she's strong, she's beautiful. She really cares about the women here.
Samantha Laughlin's also been in recovery for about 3 years. She's not just living sober, she's thriving. She says she's been promoted twice, something the Samantha of her past wouldn't have been able to do.
Being a manager, I couldn't even manage my own life. That's amazing to me, what recovery can do for you.
She says she stayed drug-free because of her dedication to fitness and who she's surrounded by.
A network of women that I looked up to, that I wanted to develop the qualities that they had, like Jessica.
For those of you watching who know someone, or if you yourself are in the depths of addiction and think sobriety is not possible, this is what Jessica wants you to know.
There was a time and point in my life where I was okay with dying in addiction. I would tell somebody in that situation is that there is hope. There is a life that gives meaning and purpose to your community, to your children, to your family.
At Grace House of Augusta, they accept donations of women's clothing, gas cards, and paper products. To learn more about how you can help Grace House, go to WJBF.com, search Hope and Recovery for the story. Ashley Osborne, WJBF News Channel 6.
Ashley, thank you. According to the CDC, the majority of drug overdoses involves opioids, 66% to be exact. The most common drugs involved in prescription opioid overdose are methadone, OxyContin, and Vicodin. Experts recommend you avoid long-term use if possible. President Donald Trump is announcing his plans to fight the opioid crisis in New Hampshire. Congress recently approved $6 billion to help with the opioid crisis. The commander-in-chief broke down how the money will be used for law enforcement, prevention, and treatment center funding. It also includes stiffer penalties for high-intensity drug traffickers, with a controversial move to seek the death penalty for some drug dealers.
If we don't get tough on the drug dealers, we're wasting our time.
If you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction, seek professional help right away.